Good evening and welcome to the North Rings here in Hauppauge for our final game of the evening on the North Rink. More varsity hockey action. We'll see if this one can follow up the previous one. The previous two games here on the North Rink in general, both fantastic finishes. But tonight, the Pat Med Varsity Raiders, 0-1 on the season, and will host the defending champs, St. Anthony Friars. The Friars took 2 out of 3 in the championship over Smithtown Hauppauge last season after a shootout thriller in the semifinals. Play their first game of the season tonight, looking to go on their title defense. The Bulls did end up winning the States that year, but for the Friars, a lot of new faces this season, many of them coming from their JV teams. They had 2, St. Anthony JV Black and Gold. They have 7 coming from JV Black, 4 from JV Gold. They also have 1 coming from the freshman team, Dylan Schlicht, moving up a couple levels. And we'll see how this one plays out. Brady Campbell joining you with the call, Rowan Laddick on the camera, and Gabe Takuri has been operating our socials here tonight, continues to do so in what should be a fantastic matchup. The Friars bringing in their goaltender back from last season. Jordan Valchich was 2.68 goals against average, 5-2-0-1. They also bring in Benjamin Bonadio from JV Goal. Last year with JV Goal, he's 10-4-0-0 at 2.53 goals against for Pat Med. It's their first season back at the varsity level. They bring in 14 players from Pat Med JV, 3 from the freshman team as well. So you want to talk about new faces for this team. They have a lot of them. They brought in Spencer Bruisma from Sachem JV, as well as Charles Beaudry from Longwood JV as well. So plenty of new faces for this Pat Med team. Yes, we'll get a look at our starting goaltenders as well here momentarily. It will be Pat Med in the home white here tonight. They will be facing St. Anthony's in their road black uniforms. And it looks like it will be Jordan Valchich getting the nod tonight for St. Anthony's. Wearing number 1 to the right, in the right crease. And we'll see who gets the starting nod for Pat Med. Valchich wearing number 1, part of our new package there. You see his headshot up there, as well as starting goalie. Down the other end, it will indeed be Sam Bickler getting his first start of the season. Timothy Stan Bickler, the only goalie listed on the roster for this team, and he'll get the nod here tonight. But we're set to go. The puck is down. We are underway here. St. Anthony's controls the opening face-off. And they stuff it behind the net. Looking to go around with it, but it's taken back here by Pat Med for a moment. Hustling to keep it in is Brendan Harper. Comes to the circle. Skate to stick. Or Zach Sorrell. Sorrell returning back to the lineup here as that one ends up on goal. Sam Bickler makes the cover. Looks like he may have caught a stick up near the mask. He takes exception to that, as does his team. And we'll scrum and suit for a moment. Cooler heads prevail. You see some of our varsity point leaders. Tyler Lorette, Christian Pena for Sachem leading the way. Of course, some of the Bulls who have started their season not far behind as expected. Skated out here by Vignato. Number 2 in white, definitely a player to keep an eye on for the PatMed Raiders. But we're not at the varsity level this season, or last season, looking to get back to their winning ways this season. Speaking of winning ways, here come the Friars with numbers. Pass goes to the outside. A shot blocker saves Sandbickler as he denied Azariti, who gets back on the puck, right to center. Sorrell trying to get it to his tape. Backhands it over. Azariti shot off the outside of the net. Comes to the near side. Jake Nichols waiting for it. Held it in for a moment. Looking for Vignato there was Connor Fury. Couldn't get the puck through. Dumped down the ice and cleared back out to center. Waiting on it is Christopher Kanza. Back in come the Friars. Shot on along the ice. Sticked away by Sandbickler. They try to go up top with it. It's taken away by Ryan Sapagay. Sapagay moves it, skating it over the line. Rainieri trying to center, is just behind. Sapagay would have had a tap in. Meanwhile, it's cleared ahead. Here's Sorrentino over the line. It's checked away from him. Sapagay puts it into his own bench and out of play. .12:55 left here in the first period. Still scoreless, though the Raiders had an opportunity there to strike first, which is certainly what they want to do. This opening goal is going to be a big one. The Friars, of course, have had some turnover, but we know how good they can be. Not too sure yet about the Raiders. Of course, we've seen some of their players, however, not all together in the PatMed varsity uniform as a shot whistles high into the netting. Face off here to the left of Sandbickler. Meanwhile, behind the play, going to retrieve a stick, there was Nichols, still in the defensive zone. Holding at the point for St. Anthony. Swung out towards the front. Unable to get his stick on it is Peter Kelly. Otherwise, he might have been able to stuff it. Beaudry couldn't clear. It comes back to the corner where Samulik will swing it around the boards. Takeaway. Centering pass got all the way through. Miklich never could get a shot through. Now left point. A try off the post. Buda Cavoli has another opportunity. Fakes. Down to the circle now. Ran himself out of a shooting option. Instead, give and go. He's a lefty. That pass was on the wrong side. Montenegro tried to clear. Could not. Held in. Kelly. Up top, Miklich fumbled it, comes back out to center. He hustles back to it, goes across Buda Cavoli. Look out here, in a change are the Raiders. Back in, a shot save, Sandbickler. Karaher trying to catch the Raiders in the change, had a good look. Good save, Sandbickler. Sandbickler coming from PatMed JV, a 4.40 save percentage. He was 5'6", 1-1. Certainly one of the top goalies last year in JV. For a PatMed team that was kind of middle of the pack, as that one was under him. He turns around, it stays out. It looked like it snuck under his left arm, but it just stopped in the crease. Had some help as this team ices the puck here. See if we could get another look at that. The shot coming from Mauricio Carrasco Jr., and Sandbickler sensed it and was just able to sweep it away before that puck got towards the goal line. More pressure, though, here from St. Anne's. That was Logan Doherty who helped out Sam Bickler on that last play. Sorrell turns. Doherty checks him, number 44 in white. To the point it comes. Nichols loads up a shot. Goes wide. Fire down. Vignato. Nichols keeps it away from him. Springs his teammate from the circle. Drag shot blocked. Fanned on though, and it comes right back to Busa. Nicholas Busa up top for the Cavoli. Shoots off a stick, catches the high glass, stays in play. And a 2-on-2 battle at the wall. Nichols loads up a shot, hit his own man. Azaridi though, and finds it. Sorrell, spinning backhand, missed the net. Azaridi behind the goal. Curls back, shoots on the forehand. That might have caught the post as well. Now sets up here for the Raiders, trying to spin Vignato. But the back check of the Friars here paying dividends early. Sorrell back in. Sorrell centers it, tapped wide by Busa. Good toe drag by Sorrell. Zach Sorrell opens up, shot blocked. Getting a piece of it was Nathaniel Jacobson. Puck fired around, held in. Norris sidesteps one. Justin Norris cuts back, goes up top. Shot from the point, redirected. Sam Bickler got it. Stepping through, Sorrentino takes it around the goal. Feeds it back down. Christopher Kanza gets on it. Tries to swing it up top, hits a stick, but the Cavoli steps into a slapper off a leg and wide. Swept away by Harper, not out. Carrasco gets to it, swings it in front. Sam Bickler the save, and they score on the rebound. Oh, it only felt like a matter of time with the pressure for the Friars. And Sorrentino picks up the loose change. After he was stopped initially here, great right pad saves Sam Bickler, but the rebound pops right out to him, wide open net. And he makes no mistake. So St. Anne's jumps out to the early 1-0 lead. On the goal for Sorrentino, his first of the season. In the opening game for the Friars. Anthony Sorrentino on the board from Mauricio Carrasco Jr. Big check deliver that time. Allows a chance here, and a backhand stuff attempt was stopped by Valcic, who, seeing his first action in the game really, makes a save, but the Raiders coming right back here with more pressure. Halfway through this first period, 1-0 lead for St. Anne's. Raiders trying to change that, stepping out, could not drag it through. That time was Rainieri. So here's Norris. Hard up the boards, chipped out with speed. Sorrentino looking for his second glove save. Sam Bickler. Flashing the leather here. Sorrentino has been all over the offensive zone so far here tonight in the season opener. Tried to go high glove. Could not get that one to go. They win the faceoff again. Slapper off a skate and wide. Comes towards the front, and another right toe save. Sam Bickler. That was another phenomenal stop. But the Friars just keep the pressure dialed here. Big check delivered in the near side corner. Pops free. Pass from Schlicht across. Shot blocker save Sam Bickler. He's come up with a couple big saves here. Game could be 2 or 3-0. Meanwhile, behind the play, we have a penalty roughing against St. Anne's as Dominic Tartaglia came in with some speed there on the near side. Here's another look at that save from Sandbickler, as he denied Ryan Santini on that backhand try. Didn't get much on it. Still a very dangerous opportunity. Power play here for the Raiders. Off the glass and out. Sandbickler starting to come out of his net. They'll leave it though for Rainieri. Rainieri over the line. Shot blocked. Comes back to him. He was checked. And the puck cleared all the way down. Sandbickler playing at the hash marks here. Very aggressive when it comes to the power play. Is it for Jack Fauci? Fauci skates to the head. Nice move. Gets around Ezeridi. Fauci over the line. Takes the shot blocker save. Valcic. Big hit delivered by Fauci behind the play. Meanwhile, potential chance here, shorthanded as a Reedy tough angle off the glass. That was Sorrell who took the worst of that collision behind the Friars net. Up in the air and able to find that was Budakavoli. Look out here, Karaher, shorthanded break, moves in and couldn't get a clean shot away. Centered, spinning back and it goes over the net. Sandbickler, all he could do was kind of stack the pads there, laying on the side, looking like Marty Brodeur. Not much of a chance there for Busa. Some spinning backhand, still got it on goal. There was stop Karaher one-timer. Didn't get a whole lot on it, but a save from Sandbickler. He's looked sharp here early. Karaher back in, down the wing. Sandbickler swallows it up and gets the whistle. So this has turned into a short-handed shooting gallery here for the Friars. Most notably this chance, fanned on. Busa though parks in front. Sandbickler couldn't get back to his feet in time, makes the save there, and the rebound just chipped over the goal. Wild sequence. Back out come the Raiders. We're back to even strength. Behind it goes, here's Joe Miklich. Off a couple gloves, stays in, and nearly a centering pass for Luke Buck. Buck goes back with it. Sapugay holds it in. 4 minutes left here in the first period. Santini gets to it. Takes a shoulder bump from Miller Diogardo. Down the ice it goes. It's a foot race. Getting to it, Bruinsma. Lost it though to Tartaglia, who goes up top. Puck will just come back out to center. As Leo Stiuso couldn't quite hold it. Bruinsma sends it ahead. Pass across, makes it through for Kelly. Kelly over the line with speed, takes the shot, saves Sandbickler. Up top it comes, point shot blocker save. On the try from Kanza. 3 minutes left in the period. With a Cavoli. To the circle. Running out of options, just plays it around. Carrasco gets to it. Goes down for Sorrentino, the goal scorer. Plays it out in front, a chance fanned on Sorrentino, couldn't get a shot away. Not out. Shot from the point goes wide, off the stick of Daniel Smith. Budakavoli holds it in, look at the pressure here. Budakavoli right down Broadway, right pad save. Here he is again, just flicks it towards the front. And an alert Sandpickler snags that with the glove. No further play. Crazy sequence on that shift. Friars all over the Raiders here for the majority of this first period. They win the face-off. Smith takes the shot. Save made. And we get another whistle. Now this is a Friar team. We mentioned champions of Varsity. They were the top team in the regular season right up until really the end. One of the last days where Smithtown Hopog tied them and got the tiebreaker as well, but those were really the top two teams. You kind of sensed that they would be in the final as that shot never made it through. Good block by Doherty. Although St. Anne's almost didn't get there. Took 2 overtimes and a long shootout to finally make it through and defeat Sachem in the semis. As that centering pass angles wide. And they took it in the full best of 3. All 3 games had to be necessary against Smithtown Hopog, as expected. But this was a team that won 15 straight to start last season. Looking to keep it going. A potential chance. Vignano knocked down by the much bigger Smith, who then put a hip check on another Raider. The Raiders, when they've had some opportunities, not even necessarily shots though, they looked fairly dangerous. They'll have an offensive zone faceoff here after the icing. .111 remaining here in the period. So 1-0 lead for St. Anne's. They win the defensive zone face-off. Angles towards the net though. Balchich alert. We're back for the second period. LI Sports Network. Friars with the 1-0 lead on the Raiders. Felt like it could have been a bit more if not for the play of Timothy Sandpickler. Some stellar defense at times as well. Some not so stellar at other times as the Friars bring it right back in to start the second. Brady Campbell with you here on the call. Rowan Laddick on the camera. It's a centering pass just out of the reach of Kelly, followed up and poked in deeper by Stiuso. Now out come the Raiders. Haven't had too many chances. When they have, they've been relatively dangerous, but haven't gotten a whole lot of shots away either. As a shot stopped by Sandpickler on Ben Karaher. Karaher keeps it moving for Peter Kelly, who centers it. It goes through the Stiuso, who sent it wide blocker side. It's cleared back out to center. As Aridi picks up speed through the neutral zone. Can knife his way through. Good stick by Montenegro. Tough angle try. Good positioning by Sandpickler. Heavy slapper. Slowed up from Azaridi and still fallen off by Sandpickler. Joe Mikulich. Shot scooped up and held by Timothy Sandpickler. who has been under siege a good amount of this game so far. It was 6:39 mark of the first period. 8:21 left in the period. That the Sorrentino goal came from Mauricio Carrasco Jr. As Aridi tried to move it. Sorrell skate to stick in the neutral zone, fights it through, chipped right back out by Bruinsma. Friars will reset in their own end. Settled here by Christian Budicavoli, but now he's forced back and gave it away, at least for a moment. Recovers and banks it back for Smith, who fanned on the pass. Raiders take the puck. Once again, though, the Friars quick to apply the pressure. Spring pass as Aridi turns it into a breakaway. Backhand roofs it. Big insurance goal for the Friars early in the second. Breakaway goal as Aridi on the board. As Aridi using that speed. Harper unable to catch him. And boy, do the Friars look good. Here so far. Feels like they should probably have a couple more goals, but they are facing one of the better goalies here. For a Pat Med team that has pointed together a decent amount, but not here at the varsity level. Certainly holding their own against the defending champs. Smith steps up to hold it in. Backhand try, ends up on goal where it's covered by Sam Bickler. Face-off win for the Raiders, but unable to clear. And at the half wall, once again, it will stay with St. Anne's in the offensive zone. Potential chance here. Backhand try. Kick save Sam Bickler. And it will be cleared back out to center. Shot on, another save for Sam Bickler. He'll hold on to this one. As the Friars here starting to sense it a little bit. The assist going to Nicholas Busa. He's on the board for the first time here tonight. Shot from the point, save Sam Bickler, the rebound, it wouldn't go as well. My goodness, what a save. Right off the face-off, doing everything he can to keep this one close, keep his team in it. On his side again, the diving stop. Off the face-off, comes back to the point. Shot doesn't really get through at all. Another shot fanned on. Aggressive checking here from the Raiders. It goes behind, getting on it Samulik. 11 minutes left here in the second period. So no one in particular, so will be held in by Nichols. That shot hits Samulik in front. And goes off to the corner. Shot muffles to the near side corner now. Getting to it, Beaudry. And he delivers a big time check. Friar fans want a penalty. It was close. They won't get the benefit of the doubt though. Karaher took the hit. Meanwhile, back the other way. Beaudry sticks it behind. Perfectly played the angle. Unable to grab the rebound, though, was Montenegro. He was upended, we play on. And there's the aggression of Sam Bickler, and that almost turned into disaster. So it bounced off of Karaher. Clearing attempt gets through Miklish all the way down for icing. .24 left here in the second period. A 2-0 lead for the Road Friars. Shot goes wide. Azaridi scored the breakaway goal moments ago. Looking for another. Takes it around the net. Up top, Miklish, who's on the wrong side of him and comes back out. Has to hustle to keep the puck away from Eden Buscarino. Does so. That puck battle won by Busa. Down low, Sorrell. Take away Pat Med for the moment at least. Clearing attempt taken by Azaridi. Nice move to get around one. Then stick handled his way out of the zone, and that allows Buscarino to bring it back in. Buscarino trying to get the Raiders on the board. Centering pass just on the... Meanwhile, Sorrell back in. Sam Bickler the save. That was Fauci, who was all alone in front. Redirected and then shot wide. Busa with the hand-eye that time. Sorrell ramps it down the ice. Getting on it, Bruinsma. Goes around, hammered right back by Harper. As the Friars complete the change, glove down and held in the zone again. But then a takeaway, and here comes the captain of the Raiders, Vignato. Over the line, takes the shot, goes wide. Friars back out. With speed, Kanza curls back, drops it off. Flick towards the net, right pad stop by Sam Bickler. Friars maintain possession, but a Cavoli shot off a stick and wide. Another try, glove save by Sam Bickler, who has been sharp, to say the least. Azaridi goal coming at the 2:13 mark of the period. Valcic has been sharp as well. Not going to take anything away from him. He just hasn't seen much towards the net just yet. Smith. Takeaway. Could see something here. Potential numbers for the Raiders. Buck flicks one through. Valcic may have gotten the piece with the blocker. Held in by Rainieri. Riggins. Ryan Riggins into the attacking zone. Shot ramps off a stick and out of play. Face off here to the right of Sam Bickler. Rainieri goes forward with it and beats Karaher on the draw. Rainieri draws the penalty. And then gets drilled hard into the wall. And to the power play go the Raiders. For the second time tonight. Trailing by 2. We'll try to get back on the board here. And it was Jake Nichols who is the guilty party. Just got a stick between the legs of Rainieri, who can skate. Saw it right there. Let's see if the Raiders, as we're just about the halfway point here of the game, can get on the board and make things very interesting going into the second half. half of this hockey game. Sam Bickler out of his net to play this after the clear. Here's Rainieri. Jacobson onside. Fauci over the line. Shot off a stick. Ends up in the near side. And then off the stick of Rainieri and out. Fired hard around the boards. Stepping up Miklich. Holds the line for a moment. Vignato, though, right on him. Sorrell couldn't step through Jacobson. Minute 15 left here on the power play. Vignato. Rather Harper. Now Fauci with some room. Ramps off the stick of Valchich and out of play. Tried to sneak it short side. Get a little passing play that time. We're exactly halfway through this penalty. Samulik down low off the faceoff win for the Raiders. Hilcali gets chipped by him. Having to hustle Bruinsma. What an effort to keep it away from Sorrell on what would have been a 2-on-1. Had Sorrell gotten there first, maybe even worse. Schlicht. Stick lifted. That time by Fury. And back out to center. Just dumped down the ice. 30 left on the power play. Fury goes across off the stick of Buck. Luke Buck over the line. Tries to step through, takes it behind the cage. Drops it off, shot by Fury. Off a stick and behind the net. Well, the power play, not much for the Raiders. Another strong kill for St. Anthony's. Maintaining their 2-0 lead. Behind the net, centering pass. Just fired wide by Tartaglia. 5.5 left here in the period. Raiders hanging in there. Question is, can they get on the board? Fury moves it ahead for Buck. Buck puts it to the corner. And getting on it, Stiuso. Flips it out. Montenegro swings it in, just out of the reach of Fury. And Christian Cavoli will take his time. Stiuso returned it to him, but now he's in trouble as he's taken to the boards by Beaudry. Friars find a way out. Tartaglia down the wing, takes the shot, goes wide. Friars completing a change. Stays in the zone. Eventually comes out here, restarting is Schlicht. Back in his own end. Full head of steam, the former St. Anthony freshman. Drops it off. Return feed just out of his reach. Held in though, and a shot deflect save made by Sam Bickler. Ends up back on goal where he makes the cover. .403 remains in the period. Shot block. Miklich couldn't get it through. And then a big check he delivered on Fauci. Bouncing puck taken back by the Raiders. Cleared out of the zone. Riley gets to it. Keeps it moving. Fauci gets back to it in his own end. Nearly gave it away. Not quite the spot you would like to do that. Right in front of your own goal. Karaher with the pressure. Still with the pressure. Took it away. Had a man driving to the goal. Good recovery by Pat Med. Chipped out. Mikulich has to hustle. Giving it a run there was Buscarino. But Mikulich did keep it away from him. Santini couldn't sneak it by Buscarino. Now it's cleared out, just out of the reach of Kelly, all the way down in icing here. Against St. Anthony's with 3 minutes left in the period, still leading 2-0 on goals from Sorrentino in the first period and Ezeridi here early on in the second. Opportunity here for the Raiders. If they can win this offensive zone faceoff, they do not. Norris couldn't clear though. A shot towards the front, blocked, rebound, and punched away by Valcic. One of the toughest sequences for him so far tonight. He passes the test. Held in. Raiders dialing up the pressure, chance in tight. Save Valcic and he holds on. Opportunity coming for Fauci. Might have had a little bit more room to try and create a better angle than what he elected for, but Valcic holding his ground. Good shift here for the Raiders and their bench. Much appreciative. Fauci picks up the puck. Wins the battle. For a moment at least, still staying with it. Ignato there as well. Eventually the Friars try to clear. It does eventually come out. Good effort to hold it though by Jacobson. Back in though. Pass from Cavoli was picked off. He finds it though again. Lays it for Busa. 2 minutes remaining in the period. Busa goes across. Diuso. Good block by Fauci. Sliding down. Got stuck in his equipment there for a moment. Now flipped on goal. Gloved and held by Sam Pickler. Well, on paper, this game between, at least at the varsity level, the upstart Raiders and the defending champs, may not have appeared to be all that close, although, as we mentioned, many of these guys from both sides are playing JV, so a lot of them are fairly familiar with each other playing at that level. But while St. Anthony's has had the better play here throughout, it's still been a close game. Can the Friars get one more here late in the second? Centering pass, great play on the saucer pass. Better save, Sam Bickler. Not out. Another shot may have been deflected. He stopped that one as well. And this one shaping up to be a good conclusion to the trilogy of games tonight here on the North Rink. First one was a freshman matchup that saw overtime, and the second one was an epic comeback that somehow ended in regulation as Rainieri swings it right through the top of the crease as we hit the final minute of the period. Deflected towards the front, unable to cover with Sam Bickler. Oh, that swung right through the crease, but the Cavoli holds it in. Takes a wrist stir, and somehow seeing that through all that traffic was Sam Bickler. Raiders, at the very least, trying to desperately hold on to a 2-goal deficit. Worst lead in hockey, considered by many. Mikulich fires wide. Not sure if Sam Bickler saw it, although Middle Country varsity squad will argue the 3-goal lead was the worst in hockey, based on what happened about an hour ago. Centering pass picked off, and just back out to center. One last chance for St. Anthony's if they want it here with 10. But the Cavoli takes a bump. Dumped into the Pat Med zone. That should likely do it here for the period. And it will. Another one-goal period. Thomas Azaridi, 2 minutes and 13 seconds in. Nicholas Busa gets the lone assist. And the Friars looking to defend their title here in the opening game. Off to a good start through 2 periods. They lead 2-0. See if they can hold on in the third. We'll be right back to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Welcome back to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you, joined by Rowan Laddick on the camera as we are set for period number 3. And what, in a surprise to some, turns out to be a tight 2-0 lead for St. Anthony's over Pat Med. The Raiders giving the defending champs everything they've had through 2 periods. Unable to solve Jordan Valchich so far, and Timothy Sandbickler, though, at the same time, has kept them in the hockey game. Sorrentino a goal midway through the first, and then early in the second, Thomas Azaridi a goal. He has the puck now. That's all we've seen find the back of the net so far. Jacobson over the line. 2 thrilling games here on the North Rink. This one's shaping up to be no different. That one in a stanchion and nearly bounced out to the front of the net. Cleared out by the Friars, no icing. Azaridi giving it a run out of his goal. Will be Sandbickler to move it out of harm's way. Sorrell lines up a slapper and then got taken down. Penalty upcoming. Friars' first power play on the way. Mikulich down low, pass in front and just pulling that one wide. And not into an empty net there with Sorrentino looking for a second. Mikulich shot blocked by Jacobson. And we get the whistle. 13:47 to go, and feels like if the Friars score here, that could very well be the game. Vignato will go for tripping. Even if they don't score, as long as they don't give up a shorthanded goal, for their case, they still be in decent shape. Be 2 minutes closer to a victory. Be a face-off here to the left of Sandbickler. And Pat Med wins the draw. Budakavoli. Cross ice, it deflected. Hits the boards hard. Spinning it behind is Riggins. Schlicht leaves it for Budakavoli. Takes it behind the net. Now turns topside, right pad save. Once again, another puck battle won by the Friars. Shot from Kanza goes wide. Riggins swings it around the boards. 13 minutes remaining. Third period of play. Schlicht, tough angle. Sandbickler the save and knocked the net off its moorings there as he was trying to hold his post. Minute 7 left on the penalty. Sorrell will take the face-off for the Friars against Fauci of the Raiders. Friars win the draw. Sorrell. Budakavoli. Down Sorrell to the circle. Walks in and missed high. Budakavoli picked off Fauci. Had Buck with him, but now he's forced back. Just sends it down the ice. Valchich leaves it behind. Sorrell in no particular hurry. Just down to 25 left on the power play. Schlicht nearly gave it up to Fauci. That could have been a chance, potential 2-0 down low. Instead, that's a Reedy. Walks right down Broadway and rips one high. He was bidding for his second of the hockey game. Sorrell. Budakavoli, final seconds of the man advantage. Goes down low. Swept out towards the front. And a big kill for the Raiders, keeping themselves within shouting distance. Fauci over the line, drops it. With the team completing a change. Rainieri blocked by Budakavoli. Check delivered by Fauci. Wins the puck battle. Takes it behind the net. Goes up top. Doherty. Down for Fauci. Helped by Rainieri. Fauci in the bumper. Fanned on it. It rolls in on Valchich and he'll cover. .11 remaining. Comes right through the slot. And eventually, Kelly able to work it free. And he springs Santini for a breakaway. Save Sam Bickler. My goodness, what an effort as it pops out towards the front again. Santini couldn't fight it through. Point shot misses wide. Nichols pinches down, keeps it alive. Centering pass, save made. Rebound forced wide. Centered again. Sam Bickler can't quite find it. Ends up behind the net. Cleared out. Where waiting on it is Norris. Stretch pass. Raiders in the change. Harper sends it down the ice. Norris waiting for it. Cuts back on Fauci. Harper moves it. Taken back. Here's Karaher to the backhand. Karaher centers it in front. Slipped away. Fauci couldn't clear it. Second effort from Pat Mag gets it out. Let's get it in. Stiuso, the defenseman. Tries to swing it towards the front. It hit a stick. Under 10 minutes remaining. 2-0 lead. Can the Raiders change that here? Vignato stumbles down to the ice. And lost it to Miklich, who then fanned on the pass. And the Raiders take the puck back. Fauci. Fauci tries to center. It was bouncing. Vignato had room. Instead, he just has to force it behind the net. Centers it. Gets all the way through. A shot on. Right pad saves. Denying Jacobson. Valchich. Puck bouncing around here at center ice. Harper gets to it. From the red line, dumps it in, changes direction, and Valchich has to play it. And ends up in the netting as that pass took the stick right out of the hands of Vignato. Another look at that last chance for the Friars on the breakaway. Santini. That pass just goes through everybody, and suddenly Santini's in alone. What a save that was by Sam Bickler. Friars win the draw. They go hard around with it. hustling to hold it in. Bruinsma, good series of shifts here, and Valchich with a big save. Maintains the shutout. Now back the other way come the Friars. Tartaglia scores! A save down one end and a goal down the other, and what a turn of events for the Friars. Here's the save. Oh, so close to a one-goal hockey game. The Raiders will have their chance right here. Big blocker save on that shot, fanned on, and then right back the other way. Stumbling down to the ice, Samulik. And taking advantage, Tartaglia. Shot all the way. Buries it. So just over 8 minutes left. And the Friars are in pretty good shape here, but the Raiders have played a decent amount of third in the offensive zone, so the Friars can't get too complacent. Tartaglia looking for a second in a row. They score! The Friars get another. Tartaglia sets it up, and the rebound jammed home by Riggins. Tartaglia from Riggins was the third goal, and this time Riggins bouncing puck. Fanned on that initial attempt, but finds it again. And for St. Anthony's, as that puck ends up on goal, where it's covered by Sam Bickler. That's 2 goals in 26 seconds. Around to the near side it comes. And eventually it goes down the ice, and that's icing. Faceoff will come back down towards Timothy Sambickler. Now finds himself in a bigger hole here. Comes back out to center. Fauci trying to fight it through. Vignato catches up to it. Shot from the outside. Save Valchich. Behind is Norris. Comes back out to center. Vignato turns it right back around. And he's checked hard into the boards. So 2 points in 26 seconds. That means as well for Ryan Riggins. As this puck comes back out to center. Stepping through, unable to get the shot away, and then taking a shot himself. Getting back up to the ice was Christopher Kanza. Into the final half here of this third period, and now the Friars well in control with the back-to-back goals. Shot fanned on. Miklich, another try, goes wide. Miklich holds this puck in. Goes down low with it as Aridi. Turns around, feeds it through. Back up top, Miklich. Slides it across. Shot. That hit Fury in front. 6 minutes left. Turnover. Stuff attempt by Azaridi stopped. Sorrell goes behind Azaridi. Back down, now up top Azaridi. Tries to knife his way through. He does, and he rings it off the iron. Sorrell, a shot blocked. Rebound. Sam Bickler was ready for it. Punched it away and cleared all the way down. Icing against the Raiders. With just 5.5 remaining. Tartaglia from Riggins, and then Riggins from Tartaglia. So you could say the same about Tartaglia as well. 2 points in 26 seconds for those two. 1 goal, 1 assist apiece. Santini. Check to the boards and sticking with it. Here's Montenegro. He backhands it out. And right back around by Kelly. Santini has it now. He was shouting Peter as Kelly was able to get it to him. Montenegro couldn't clear. Here is Peter. Kelly with the shot save made by Sandpickler. And he holds on for the whistle. Here come the Raiders. Off the face of Rainieri. Lost it and slammed his stick down. It's been one of those nights here for Pat Med. Played a solid game against the defending champs. Unable to find the back of the net, though. Everything's gone the Friars' way here so far tonight. Here is Rainieri, though. Slides his way past Smith. And takes it behind the net. Rainieri still circling. Dropped it Montenegro. Can't hold the zone. And Karaher 2-on-2 with Kelly. Karaher takes the bump, drops it to Kelly, plays it through his legs, now picks it up in the corner. 4 minutes remaining. He centers it. Santini just pulled it wide. Sandpickler may have gotten a piece of that. Stays in. Kelly for Santini. And that one, I believe, caught the mask. You could hear it from here of Sandpickler. Looks like all the straps are still in place, though. Christian Budakavoli takes it down towards the goal line, tried to center it. It's taken by the Raiders and chipped out by Ryan Sapagay. Shot from the outside by Beaudry. Played to the corner, and then he got drilled by Smith into the boards. Back over the line. Come the Friars. That pass just out of the reach of Busa. Carrasco was looking for him. Budakavoli gloves it down. Plays it ahead. Rainieri dumps it in and nearly took a seat in the Friars bench there. Buscarino checked, and taking the puck from him was Norris. Under 3 minutes remaining. Holding the line is Kevin Samulik. Pat Med team looks like they'll drop to 0-2-0 on the season. Look out. 2-on-1. Do the Friars have one more? Pass. Busa doesn't go. And then the rebound fired wide by Carrasco. Oh, Sandpickler sprawling around as that shot from Rainieri goes high. Made another diving save, and just 2 minutes left. It looks like the refs are going to let that hook go on Fauci. Sandpickler doing his best Dominic Hasek impression tonight. Usually does it pretty much every time he plays goal, as he gloves this one and holds on. 2-on-1 here, the pass through the Busa. Oh, get another look at that, my apologies. Sandpickler slides across. It looked like Busa actually made a smart play there and held on to it for a split second longer and tried to go 5-0, couldn't get it through. That backhand attempt kicked away. For this Raiders team, starting 0-2, their next game, October 6th. As he makes another sliding left pad save. Couldn't dive on the rebound. 8:10 p.m. puck drop, October 6th against Northport Huntington. Next chance for the Raiders to get on the board this season as far as wins go. They have gotten on the board this season. Their first game as the Friars tack on one more. And that is Dylan Schlicht. So Schlicht, one of the few non-JV players to come up. The youngster, the former St. Anthony's freshman, gets on the board here late. Just a minute 15 remaining. Friars' next game will also be in October on the 1st of the month, 7:50 p.m. puck drop. As another chance. Sam Bickler, the save! No way! I gotta see this again. From the seat of his pants. Did he glove that? And he is battling until the end. Look at that save, and then... Oh, what a snag. Timothy Sandbickler. That shot goes wide. If Ryan Brannigan was on this call, he'd definitely win one of Branny's biggins here tonight. That shot goes in, though. That one beats him. Tough break there. Looked like it ramped off a stick, but the Friars get one more. Zach Sorrell will get this one off the stick of one of the defenders there in front. Sam Bickler couldn't quite reach it. Six to nothing here in the final minute. Friars will also be facing Northport Huntington next. So the Tigers will see the Friars, and then not long after see the Raiders. 7:50 p.m. puck drop on October 1st. Those games can be seen right here on the LI Sports Network. Cleared out of the zone. Final half minute. Kelly perhaps looking for one more. Karaher from the outside. Shot muffles wide. Stepping in. Buda Cavoli shot off a stick and over the net. This one cleared out. No icing. Buda Cavoli gets to it, and that will do it. It was close up until the third, but the Friars defend their title tonight and get it done 6-0 over the Pat Med Raiders and start their season 1-0. The title defense starting off the way the Friars had hoped. And they pick up the 6-0 victory. Jordan Valchich on the board, 1-0 as well. Had a strong game, made a few big saves. One big one that kind of ended this game in a way. He made the save one end and then the 2-on-1 the other way. Tortaglia buried that. And from there on out, it was all Friars. Timothy Sandbickler, though, not enough could be said about his performance. You'll be seeing plenty of his saves on last night's best tomorrow from our very own Wally Mitchell on Instagram. And I mean, honestly, if it were up to me, he might get all of them from this game. But the Friars obviously deserve their share, picking up the victory here tonight. Might have to make our own folder for Sam Bickler's saves. But that'll do it. What a night here on the North Rink. Two thrillers. This one not exactly as close in the win column, but still provided its share of entertainment. But for everyone here, Sam Musnick, who was here helping us out throughout the night, Gabe Takuri operating the socials. We got Rowan Laddick on the camera. I'm Brady Campbell signing off for tonight here on the North Rink. The final score in this one, the St. Anthony's Friars title defense starting off to a good start. They put up 6 and the Pat Med Raiders nothing. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Have a great night.